guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Bruna. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad you're here, and I just want to say welcome. Thanks for watching. This is the first video of the year 2022, and I'm so excited for it. I'm really excited for this year, and I have so many fun little video plans for y'all. And yeah, but I thought, what better video to start off 2022 than some Disney tips and tricks to get for your next vacation. So yeah, but before we get into that, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. And give this video a thumbs up. And let's get into it. Okay, so my first tip is for anyone who has a Target or Red card. So when you have a Target Red card, whether it's debit or credit, you get 5% off. So before booking your Disney trip, whether you're booking like to get your tickets or to book like hotel reservations, any of that, if you have a Red card, you get 5% off. Therefore, you can buy Disney gift cards and you will actually save money on those gift cards. So you would be paying less than what you actually would be paying. I know 5% doesn't seem like a lot, but it does save you money, especially like if you're buying like $100 gift card, $200 gift card, whatever it may be. So if you have a Red card, I highly recommend using it to buy some gift cards, and that way you can use those gift cards to either buy tickets, to pay for your resort if you're staying at a Disney resort, or for like food and merch and all that stuff. In the long run, it will save you money. It might not save you like thousands of dollars, but it will save you money depending on how much you're going to spend at Disney. So my next tip is ticket related. So currently right now, Disney is doing a Florida resident weekday ticket pass. So you can get a 3-day ticket, or no, you can get a 2-day ticket for $149 plus tax. And if you want, and you can add park hopper to that. And I looked up the prices, and for a 2-day weekday ticket with park hopper with tax included already, it comes out to $158.69. Yeah, so $158.69. And I will link all these prices down below. But that's only for the weekday, and it's only for Florida residents. So you can only go Monday through Friday from, I believe, January 11th to sometime in April. But there is a blockout in March. So you have to like look into that and plan it accordingly to what Disney allows. But again, it's only for the weekday, not the weekend. So if you plan on making a trip to Disney, and you're a Florida resident, and you plan on just going for the week, that is the best option you're gonna get, at least until April. If you're planning your trip after April, then that price will not be the same. You will have to go back to the other Florida resident pass price, which they do offer more Florida resident pass prices that are included for the weekends. And those prices can range from $190 to $227 for a 3-day pass, $211 to $249 for 4-day pass, and so on. And again, all these prices will be linked below, so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But the whole point of that is I'm saying it is a lot cheaper to get a 2-day pass or a 3-day pass or a 4-day pass than to buy a 1-day pass. And this obviously includes for anyone coming out of state as well. Obviously, I'm sure that most people that come out of state, when they come to Disney, they automatically get like a 2-day pass or a 3-day pass, depending on how long your stay is. You don't necessarily always get the 1-day pass. which is the smart option because you actually save money. But for my Florida residents, sometimes people just want to get that 1 day pass and just go once. It's actually cheaper to buy it a 3 day pass than it is to buy a 1 day pass. Like, it comes out a lot cheaper. And what most people don't know is you don't have to use those 3 days in one trip. You can use those 3 days divided up. Obviously, you have to look, there probably will be blockout dates, so you have to look into those blockout dates and such. But regardless, you still don't have to use it in that trip. Like, if I were getting a 3 day pass and I was going to go this weekend, but I was only going to go 1 day, I can use the other 2 days another time that I go throughout the year. I believe they do have expiration dates. I'm not 100% sure. I will link it again, but you would still have like a good amount of time to use that pass. So I would just keep that in mind when purchasing tickets, whether you're a Florida resident or not. Like I said, yeah, tickets can be expensive, but like my first tip, like if you have that Target Red card, you can actually save some money on your ticket by buying the Disney gift cards at Target and using those towards your total ticket price. With that being said, for those 2 tips, I would say create a budget on how much you're willing to spend on tickets and resorts. And staying at a Disney resort is definitely very, very convenient, but they can be expensive sometimes. But if you are a Florida resident, they do offer discounts for Disney resorts, so always look into that. If you are flying from out of state, you might not get those discounts, but there's other hotels as well. You don't necessarily have to stay at a Disney resort, even though it is a really smart option to do, because you will get like first access to the parks, which is really nice if you're coming in from out of state and you want to get as much park time as you can. So it's very smart to do, but I know sometimes financially it's not the best decision because they can be expensive, especially if you're staying like 3 days. So just keep that in mind. But again, the Target Red card can save you money by you buying those gift cards. So look, another tip is talk to a travel agent. And this can apply even if you are a Florida resident, but it's obviously way helpful like if you're not, because there's definitely more options like for plane tickets, car rentals, resorts, Disney tickets, all that stuff. A lot of travel agents will give you all the information you need and all the prices you need for everything, and that will actually help you know like how much you're going to spend on this trip. So I highly recommend checking out some kind of travel agent websites. I've never personally used one. I'm a Florida resident. I live in Florida. I'm a pass holder, so I don't necessarily need one. But if you aren't, I think it could be very beneficial for you. And a lot of times using a travel company, your trip comes out a little cheaper than if you're not using a travel company. So yes, look up a travel agent, and if you can, and try using one. My next tip is if you don't want to go to Disney when it's too crowded, I highly, highly recommend looking up when it's the least busiest time of the year. From my experiences, January is a pretty good month to go. February is also not a bad January and February are both pretty like easy months to go. Once we hit like March and April, it does start to get more crowded because spring break starts to happen. And then May isn't that bad unless you go on like Memorial Day weekend. Summers are always pretty packed and pretty busy, and it's hot. Once like school starts back up, the parks do start dying down. So like August and September is not that bad in the parks, but when you reach like December, like November and December, Like those are like peak times because of all the Christmas festivities, all that stuff. So there is definitely way more people in the park. So look into when is the best time to go where there's not going to be as many people there, because that will help you know, okay, when should we go? And personally, like if you can go during the week, I know some people can't, like the weekend is like the best time for them to go because of work and all that stuff. But if you're capable of going during the week, I would plan that trip during the week, because one, it probably will be a little less expensive to go during the week, and also less crowded as well, especially if you go like I believe Tuesdays to Thursday are probably like the least packed times from past experiences. So, another tip, this is more of like a little trick thing, I guess you could say it, because I think a lot of people don't know this, but you do not have to pay for water at Disney. Yes, if you want a bottled water, which they have Dasani, and if you like Dasani and you want to pay like $4 or $5 for it, then yes, go ahead, right ahead. But if you just want water because you know you need to be hydrated, and you didn't bring your own, you can go to any restaurant, any like outdoor vendors, and ask for a cup of water, and they will give it to you for free. I personally do not like Dasani water, and I personally don't want to spend $4 or $5, I can't remember the price, on a bottle of water that I don't like the taste of. So I definitely always get a cup of water. You can also get it from the Starbucks too, for free. So water is free. It took me actually a long time to realize that. I think I want to say I found this out when I was like 18, 19, and take it, I have gone as my whole life, like from when I was 5 to like now, and I never knew that water was free until like I was 18 years old, and I think someone told me. I was like, what? You can just ask for a cup of water and they'll give it to you? So yes, water is free. And I say this because it can get hot at Disney when you go. You can easily forget to drink water because you don't have it, and you might not want to buy a bottle of water that you don't like. So I'm telling you this because you can ask for free cups of water and they will give it to you. With ice too, and they will give it to you. And it'll help you stay hydrated and not overheat or die from dehydration. So yes, remember that next time you go. So my next tip is about mobile ordering. So downloading the My Disney experience is one of the best things you can do for your trip. And I'm sure if you're going, you probably already have it, so that's great. But majority of the places are doing mobile ordering, which is actually really convenient, because what you do is you can go on the app and you can find the restaurant you want to eat at Disney, whether you're at Epcot, Hollywood, Magic, Animal, it's right there. All of them right. And then you can pick what you want and mobile order, and you pick the time that you want to eat at. So you can be standing in line and deciding, okay, so let's eat at this place at this time. And then you can just order it. When you're ready to go eat there, you'll just tell them you're here and they'll prepare your food, and you go right in and you grab your food and you eat. You don't have to get in the line and pay for it. Like, it's very convenient and very easy. Now, another thing with the mobile device is a lot of the stores now are adding in the stores, like you can scan your item and pay for it through the app, which is so convenient, because sometimes those lines can be a hot mess, so long, especially like if you're at World Disney, and sometimes the Emporium, depending on the time that you go in to buy stuff, they can be super long. So it's super, super convenient to be able to just scan your item, pay for it, show it to the cast member when you're leaving. They'll put it in a bag for you and you're good to go. You didn't have to wait in a line or anything. So it's wonderful. I actually know that World of Disney does that. I believe Creations at Epcot does it too. And the Emporium at Magic Kingdom is doing that now too, as well. I don't know any of the other stores, but they will have a sign in each store telling you that one, you can do it through your mobile device, and two, like kind of a little description on how to do it, which super convenient. Highly recommend finding out if the store you want at the parks has it. Like I said, I know for a fact that World of Disney, Creation, and the Emporium have it. So another tip is, if you are not a Florida resident, or even if you are a Florida resident and you have never gone to Disney before, or it's been a very, 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 very long time since you've gone, I highly recommend doing some research as to what they have and kind of planning out your trip a little bit. Unless like you really just want to go with the flow and you don't really care what you do, then this advice is not for you. But if you want to make sure that you do everything that you possibly can, I definitely do some research, see what they have, see what you would want to do, and plan ahead according to that. Disney does have now lightning lanes, which you can pay for, and I will do another video explaining all about Genie Plus and the lightning lanes and all that stuff. But that's like a whole video of its own, so I will not be doing that in this video. But they do have that lightning lane, so you can look into that if you really don't want to wait in line and you're willing to pay. Look into that. But yes, just do some research, find out what you really want to do. That way that you're not getting upset because you didn't get to do it. Also, look at the wait times. The wait times are not, and I've mentioned this before in other videos, the wait times aren't always what they say they are. So keep that in mind. And a lot of times they are actually lower than what they say, if that makes sense. Like, for example, when I was there, we rode, I rode Space Mountain. It told me it was it told me it was like a 45-minute wait. It was really just a 30-minute wait, which is not bad. I mean, 45, 30, that's not that much of a difference, but that 15 minutes is a big deal for me. That's all I have to say. So yeah, overall, just look into what you want to do. That way you're not overwhelming yourself. Which brings me to my next tip. Do not stress. Disney is a fun place where you can make memories and just have a fun time. Be like a child if you're an adult, or if you're a kid, like, get to enjoy being a child. It's just a fun place to be. It's not supposed to be a stressful thing. So yeah, just have fun, have a good time. Don't stress too much about things. And I think that if you look at all those other tips, and you apply those tips to your trip, then that will, I personally believe, will be beneficial for you, in the sense it won't allow you to be stressed and overwhelmed. And who wants to do that, be like that at Disney? Because it's the happiest place on earth. You're supposed to be thrilled and happy and excited, not like overwhelmed and stressed over like either money or food or finances and all this, and park rides and all that stuff, and going to different parks. Like, I don't want that for y'all. So yeah, I hope these tips and tricks helped you guys out, and if you use any of them, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other tips that you think would be beneficial, also let me know in the comments below. And again, I will be putting down in the description all of like the ticket information for you guys, so you guys can like check that out if you're planning on going to Disney anytime soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That would mean so much to me, like I said before. And also follow me on my social medias for more Disney fun content. Yeah, I have some other fun Disney video ideas that I have for you guys that I can't wait to post. But yes, so subscribe for that and follow me as well. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys have a wonderful, magical day.